issues. Hello everybody, it's Raven and I am here with Legorobot and his ship. So tell me all about it, mate.
Alright, this is my ship, the Athens. This is the first ship I've built in the new, I guess, series of updates.
Right.
Currently length is 124 meters, height is 27 meters, and the width is 41 meters. The ship is designed to be as versatile as possible for small-scale fleet functions, so it carries a main cannon that has pretty good punch-through effect, a high-speed cannon that will take down shields, stopping beams to hold targets in place, lock-on missiles, a radar jammer, and an overdrive that will take it up to about 2.5 times the server speed limit.
Not bad, considering although the overdrive effect is going to be nerfed in the future, unfortunately. Well, I mean, it's a good thing and a bad thing. I kind of like what it does, but yeah. But it is a really nice design. The gun barrel, especially.
Oh, thanks.
I like the negative space that you got going on here. Like that's the kind of thing I like to see. Not too many people will do that sort of thing. That being said, the rest of it is kind of white. Maybe you want to add a black line or two here and there. But
yeah, hull plate separations are kind of tough on curved surfaces.
Yeah.
Trying to make the hull as shaped as possible.
Well, you don't even have to go negative space. You could go, like, if you can see where my core is, like if you...
Hold on a minute.
Like, alright, I'm going to rub up against your ship sexually.
Ah, very nice.
So, right, if you're like right here, right? If
yeah.
You can see where it is, and you ran a black line, just black hull, straight up, and then you kind of, you dip down around here, and just ran it all the way up to the front.
Throw
Just
a little
on
more
top of
on
it, you'll get a little bit more depth, because the negative space is really nice, but then you can actually bring it out a little bit too, and it'll even make that negative space look even deeper, which would be a really cool effect. It'll break up a little bit of the white, maybe. You could do like kind of the same thing right over as I'm bouncing around a little bit. It might be a little tricky, but it'd be really cool.
The way the ship is designed is actually a bit of a departure from what I normally do. Usually it's just white, but I mean they added orange hull, so I figured I might throw some of that in there.
Yeah. I think if you add a little bit of black detailing, because it's got that big contrast, it'll be really nice.
See if I can throw some of that into my next ship. I'm gonna have to build something bigger than this eventually.
Of course. Yeah, one of these days I'll get around to actually building again. It's been a long time, actually. I mean, I built little things, but I haven't built anything like... I think the last big ship that I semi-completed was the Argus. That was it.
Yeah. I built a big ship a really long time ago, and I haven't gotten that big again with the new update.
I've got to say, your engines are awesome. The metal mesh with the lighting, the way you did the lighting, looks really good.
I like to have fun with my engines.
Gotta have fun with the engines. But yeah, like, it's the metal mesh that's my favorite block. Metal mesh, metal grate. Between the two, they're just awesome.
Ah, very nice.
I mean, ice crystal wedges are cool, but metal mesh, your argument is now invalid. That's pretty much the way that I see it. Let's see. Yeah, you got little shields on the side, I guess, or like wingy bits. I don't know exactly what you call them, but they kind of remind me of the Templar a little bit. Of course, I know my ship's better than I know other people's, so I tend to compare them to mine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Said, you might. I did a little thing on how to do 45-degree angles at 45s. If you see where my core is, this right here.
That ridge there.
Yeah, you can make this all one clean line.
I was gonna throw some. Yeah, if I threw.
Like you're halfway there. You've got corner blocks and everything. It's just you gotta.
If I threw corners instead of tetras there, it would look nicer. But I'm kind of lazy, so.
Fair enough. It's not too bad though. It's a really good. It's a really nice look. I like the negative space is what really brings this ship out. It's really nice, and of course, somewhat Halo inspired. I can tell.
Yep.
Just a little bit, maybe a lot, but whatever. Screw it.
It's a nice design. Might as well go with it.
It is, and you know, it's one of those designs that I actually find difficult to build. I don't know why. It's just tricky for me. So it's good to see somebody who can actually pull it off.
Just decided to go with a Halo free layout because I really like the design, and then do something unique with it.
Yeah, it looks really nice, I gotta say. Alright, well, anything else you want to show me on the ship?
I think that's about it. Other than maybe a little bit of the interior, but...
That's what I'm cruising through right now. I'm
I
assuming
think,
this is
I
where
think
you
that's
come in.
pretty much it.
Okay. So you've kind of got like the cabin at the top sort of deal going on.
Yeah. I don't do a whole lot with interiors, so...
Fair enough. Floating core, gotta love it.
Floating cores are the best.
Floating cores are the best. Hello, Delmont.
Oh, there's a Delmont. Hi, Delmont.
A wild Delmont appears. Let's see here. And then, yeah. I would almost say, like, I'd be interested to see what the front of this would look like if it was swept a little bit. The window area. You know, swept towards the back, just maybe like a couple of blocks. I'd be interested. I don't know if it would necessarily look better or not, but it could look cool. I don't know. It might turn out awesome though. But the orange and the white contrast really well. I just think you need a darker color because they're both pretty bright colors, you know. And
Yeah.
even the gray. That's why. And with the use of negative space, you've even got negative space on the interior. Dal, you need to see this thing. It's really nice.
Hey, you know what? I've been flying around the lineup, but I'll head back up there and take a peek. I believe this is actually the ship we saw the other day.
Yes, it is. It's Legorobots. It's a very nice ship, I've got to say. Good use of shadows, too. At least on the interior. The exterior has great use of shadows because of the negative space. Forces shadows. It's very, very nice. But yeah. So I'll get your take on it really quick. And then, yeah.
Ooh,
Actually,
nice lineup starts here sign.
Thanks. Yeah, I threw that up.
While
together.
I slowly truck my way over here.
Yeah, I threw that up really quickly.
Oh, wow.
As you do. Yeah.
Really digging the exterior contrast here.
I
think the ice crystal is a bit blinding. And Revit, I'm going to have to agree with you too. I would love to see a swept scope, but you know what? Granted, the rest of the ship isn't exactly swept like that, so
yeah, that's
very,
true. The other thing I was
very well
saying
executed.
earlier was that it might be able to do with a little bit of black raised detailing along it, just to break up some of the white here and there.
Yeah, you know, I think just a little more than what you have currently.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I was kind of thinking with the with the use of negative space alone, gives the raised plates on the hull an armored look to them.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I think it defeats it to a certain degree if there's more detailing on top, but I haven't done a whole lot with it. I wouldn't know.
It's a tough balance to hit.
Yeah, I think what I think Rowan's trying to say is the greebles that you have now with the armor plating, maybe a bit more to break it up, because there are some really blindingly white areas. And I love the cleanliness, right? Definitely going to have to focus on striking a balance there, but I think if I had one critique as far as the exterior detailing, it would definitely be to break up that shape more, just like you have.
Mm-hmm. Because that
with the orange plates and the negative space. Oh yeah, absolutely.
It really is right behind the scope, at the orange line on the scope. Right over there, it is kind of blinding. And that's where you could almost do like spidering out black bits so that you don't have to necessarily go negative, but then that's raised
mine's
out
right behind the missile launchers.
You know, funny thing, I've I had this problem on one of my much larger ships, and I did pretty much the exact same thing you're describing. It works. It works very well.
Yeah, so maybe you know, just a few little bits here and there, and it'll really bring the ship up to the next level.
Hello.
Oh, and a wild Tomino appears. Man, Lego is getting his ship reviewed like crazy.
Oh, hey, Tom.
Hey. Lovely ship.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, thank you.
And Dal, you need to check out the engines. I gotta say.
Oh, I have been.
They are.
I'm interested in the reason you use the grills. It's definitely new.
This engine was giving me some trouble. I don't know. I couldn't get it right. I needed to make it a little bit, I guess, denser. So the grills, to help kind of cover up the engines and give it a little more texture, helped a bit.
Definitely.
And
definitely.
then a wild Saber appears.
Oh,
Hey, what's up,
everybody's
guys?
here. Hey, Saber.
Jump on in. You can be part of the ship reviewing process.
There's literally
Yep,
no
working on
escape
it
now.
Yeah.
Are we
better be
reaching
good,
like
Lego.
infinite density here?
High YouTuber density, I suppose. Yeah. 3
Call this
YouTubers
critical meta.
per square channel.
Here.
Whatever.
Per channel cube.
There you go. All right. Yeah, this thing is awesome. I gotta say. And Saber, you need to join us.
I'm jumping in now. Calm down.
Faster!
Just loading ships, man.
Yeah. We're in 555
Okay.
at Legorobot ship. So I might cut a little bit of this out of the video just to get it down.
Concise.
Yeah, a little bit more concise, but that's alright. If I don't, I don't. If I do, I do. Whatever. I gotta say though, Dal, the side engines, those are my favorite. Like the center one
Oh yeah.
looks cool, but the side ones, just the way that the way that you got
Side
the
ones
crystals
are
and
darn
all.
unique.
Yeah, I really like that. That was a really nice.
Really
touch.
loving the purple as well.
Purple's awesome.
Complements exceptionally well with the orange.
Heck, go purple lines.
That'd
Glowing
be interesting.
purple line.
That would be interesting. Actually, I was almost thinking, and tell me what you think, Dal. If the ice crystal, at least aim to the front and to the sides, those little bits, if you did a black cowling around them.
Oh,
Yeah,
Just
actually,
around
yeah, that could really push it to the next level. Black cowling with the orange trim on it, very like
Yeah,
maybe
it would
one
look
thick.
Really cool.
if you'll take a look at the auxiliary engines below the main ones.
Yes, like that.
Mhm.
Like, do more of that. You can do that on the sides, and they'll look like maneuvering thrusters, which would look awesome.
Absolutely.
Now, if
sadistically
only the
sweet.
thruster plumes would actually fire sideways, that would be great. I would go crazy with that.
I've heard interesting stories about that. That's all I'm gonna say.
They don't.
No, but they might.
If they did.
They might.
They will.
Actually.
Cross your fingers, bro, because it might happen.
Yeah. Exactly.
We already do know about multi-directional thrusting, so
And we did talk about a block that would just give the thruster effect. In
Yeah,
whatever
side
direction
effect
you
block.
wanted. So if you
particles
go
are not a secret.
No. So if you put what seems to be like 4 and 4 together, you kind of there might be some
Way to do it. Yeah.
Hold out hope, my friend. Your glorious reprisal is at hand.
Exactly. Although I don't know if I'd necessarily typically put it in those words, but whatever. Maybe that's just me.
Oh, it's more entertaining that way.
Agreed. I'm not really going full language thing.
Words and stuff.
Yeah, that. Ness.
No?
What? And this is what happens when a whole bunch of YouTubers talk past each other. But yeah, it is a really nice ship, and I gotta say the negative space is probably like one of the nicest bits of negative space detailing I've seen in a very long, very, very long time. And I think that anybody that sees it might agree.
Oh, definitely.
Alright, well, since Saber's
Right kind of oomph.
but I think we're gonna have to move on here.
Alright, thanks guys, I'll head out.
Yeah, and so that was Legorobot and his awesomeness little gunship. And so for everybody watching, thanks for watching, and we will see you again next time.